Is it true that kangaroos do box?
Oh yeah, the big ones can box. It's more of a defense mechanism. What you have to watch out for is that back. Look at the back foot on the bottom.
Right.
That claw there.
Okay, I need to move over
that
here.
That claw can rip you apart. What I want to do right now is show you how the kangaroo hops. So what we're going to do, if y'all can, I'm going to send the kangaroo. If you can move over, come here, Pogo. Pogo, come here. Come here. Oh, look at that. Ain't that something? You don't have to go to Australia to see a kangaroo, do you? Right here at Napty.
And how does he know to come to you? Which he's not doing very well, by the way.
I think I called him the wrong name, Pogo, anyway.
That's okay. It looks like he'd be named Pogo.
Uh-oh, Doug, boy, if he gets away, we got problems.
He's leaving.
You got to be careful. Because if the kangaroo gets away in here, it'd be hard to catch him. Good job.
How long do they go before they run out of energy?
No, he could go. You won't believe this. We did the Rose Bowl parade and stuff, and he got going. He went about a half a mile before you could get him.
Wow.
They go 30 miles an hour.
30 miles an hour, hopping.
This is a marsupial. This is a big red kangaroo. And David Jackson's raised him since a baby, and he just came out of the pouch, believe it or not. And the tail is used for balance. You know what you call a baby kangaroo?
A roo.
No. A joey.
A joey?
In a group of kangaroos, it's called a mob. M-O-B, a mob. So now you know as much as I know.
And how big will this kangaroo get?
Well, this thing will get about 5 to 6 feet tall.
You have a new TV show, right?
Yep.
Jack Hanna's Into the Wild.
Right.
And how does that differ from what you've done in the past?
Well, it differs a lot from the standpoint. When I say reality, I'm not talking about we're trying to be reality, jump on animals, that type of thing. We're taking my family in to see the animals. A lot of the crew's involved. We have 3 cameras involved, high definition involved. It's 60% animals, 40% the culture of the people. We just got back from Rwanda, as you know, which had the terrible genocide, and did a story there about the peoples, how they're recovering and how the animals are recovering. So it's really a story, a series that's much different from the standpoint of being fun and really a lot of reality involved.
When you go into a country like Rwanda, do you find that the people are more or less sensitized to the animals in their region? I mean,
well, when you go into Rwanda, that's a very good question for Rwanda. The last thing the people are worried about are the animals, some of the people there. But what we're trying to do now...
to survive.
Exactly, they're trying to survive. But President Kagame, the new president of Rwanda, democratically elected, is incredible with conservation. He's got all the parks on the borders controlled right now where the refugees can't come in and take the land. He realizes the number one asset he has in Rwanda right now are the gorillas. That brings in all the tourism. There's only 360 left in the world. And we spent 2 weeks up there filming them.
Yeah. And so what are they doing? They have an area marked off for the gorillas. Now, is that because they've been hunted, the gorillas? Well,
the gorillas these are mountain gorillas, not lowland gorillas like you see in zoos. There are no mountain gorillas in any zoo in the world. These are animals with real long hair, weigh 500 and something pounds, live at 6,000 to 8,000 feet in the mountains in very cool climates, 40, 50, low 50s, like in Las Vegas today. Very cold climates. And they're an animal that's controlled by the big silverback, that, as you know, weighs about 500 pounds. And so these animals know to stay in their areas of the mountains. They don't come out of the mountains. And you got to be careful because the poaching up there are with snares to get bushmeat, like to trap antelope. A lot of the gorillas get caught in them.
So take me through like a typical episode. You'd go into a nation like Rwanda and do what?
We go to a nation like Rwanda, get in our Jeeps, travel up into the back country to a little village, get our guides there, wake up in the morning about 3:30 a.m., start hiking up towards 8,000 feet. Get up in there, and you're looking for the gorillas. Now, you only have 8 groups.
This is what I need, some hair.
Yeah. You only have about 8 families up there. So what you do is, believe it or not, you follow the smell. The gorilla leaves a distinct smell in their nest. They build a new nest every day on the ground, and then you know that nest is from the night before, and then they eat from about daylight till about 10 in the morning, and you hear them back in there eating, and then you approach them very, very quietly because they're habituated to you. In other words, they're not going to attack you like King Kong. Right. You just got to make sure you don't look them in the eye. For example, if you're a silverback gorilla, a big male, I'm like this all the time. I never look like this at you in the eye. If you do,
it's threatening to them.
Yeah, exactly. They'll come. They'll never attack anybody, but if you try and approach their babies, you never let them. You never approach them. They approach you.
Right.
And that's a typical day. We film the gorillas all day. Hike back down the mountain. We film some golden monkeys. We film a lot of several of the reptiles there, and of course, talk to the people there.
Have you ever come across animals that you're not familiar with?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and right here in this town here. Yeah, I've heard that joke before. But no, sure I do, because you got to remember something. There are about 20,000 species of animals and plants that have never been discovered yet, and will go extinct before they're ever discovered. So, it happens all the time. But, I saw a cave crocodile in Belize, which I never even knew existed. Scared me to death.
Is there an animal that you have not,
Yeah.
seen or personally come into contact with yet that you really wanted to?
Right. You won't believe this. I went to Nepal to find Bigfoot.
Right.
And people laugh at me, right? They think I'm crazy.
And
I took a helicopter up to 15,000 feet in the old, like in Indiana Jones, the old village that I really did 3 years ago. I stayed up there for 3 days. I almost died up there at 16,000 feet looking for Bigfoot. And they told me that Bigfoot, they have a Bigfoot. They have a big Bigfoot and a little Bigfoot. A little big, you know what Bigfoot is?
Yeah.
It's a Saskatchewan, you know, big
exactly. Right.
Yeah, right. But you believe this? They said there's a little Bigfoot this big and a big Bigfoot bigger than we are.
Right.
But I never saw him.
But does anybody have it on film?
No, I was trying, and that didn't work either. Hey, look at this here. I got this in Rwanda. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. Put your hand up here. I'll show you something. He won't bite you. This is not a centipede. This is a millipede.
Okay.
Look at the legs. Yeah, look at the legs on this thing.
Jeez. Wow.
Now they do have cyanide. They eject. So don't put your. I'm not joking. Just don't put your finger in your eye. Just wash it off.
Okay. I mean,
it's a millipede. Eats garbage.
I mean, the rest of us carry keys and wallets, Jack. You carry
millipedes, cockroaches, everything. I have a lot of fun with it.
Hey, well, good luck with Jack Hanna's Into the Wild.
Well, thank you.
And let's have a couple of hour shows and some half-hour shows.
That's right.
Coming
You'll
up,
be seeing them. We have several options right now, which is good to have. So we'll be letting people know here shortly.
Okay, thank you very much, Jack Hanna.
Next time you see a kangaroo, think of me.
Well, I can't help it.